the next video I post is probably going to be a different game. Disclaimer before this video gets underway. This is a scripted video for me, so where I'm actually taking the time to do my research and taking my time to actually write out a script. Never done this before, so if it sounds a bit more uptight and official, that's why. It's still your boy Big Thump, but I hope you enjoy it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Thump back at you today with a different type of video. I'm talking again about what we know about Modern Warfare 4 and why we should be excited for it. Modern Warfare 4 is finally official, and after everything we've seen so far, Infinity Ward actually might be taking the game back to its roots. That means no stupid futuristic gadgets, no wall running, no crazy movement mechanics taking over every gunfight. I'm talking jump off a wall, 720 backflip, slide on your gooch, that sort of thing. None of that. Instead, Modern Warfare 4 looks like a grounded game. This is the classic Call of Duty experience that we're after. Today, I'm going to break down everything that we know so far for the biggest multiplayer changes, what the snipers can expect, and whether this COD could win back the community. First things first, this is Infinity Ward's game, and if you play Modern Warfare 2019 or Modern Warfare 2, you know exactly what that means. It means the developers have repeatedly talked about delivering a more grounded experience compared to the recent Black Ops titles, be it Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. For a lot of players, that's exactly what we want to hear. We were given Black Ops 6 and then Black Ops 7 straight away afterwards, instead of the normal Black Ops to Modern Warfare or Black Ops to this game or Modern Warfare to this game like we've expected previously. Instead, now we're not going to be getting the glorified DLCs that we have been getting. For a lot of players, that's exactly what they wanted to hear, and after years of increasingly fast movement systems, Modern Warfare 4 seems to be slowing things down slightly while still keeping the gameplay fluid, which we will get into. It's clear that Infinity Ward wants gunfights to feel meaningful again, and rather than simply rewarding whoever can abuse a movement mechanic the hardest will win the fight every time, it looks like they actually want to make it make sense. Let's get onto some stuff about the maps that we've seen so far. One of the biggest complaints about recent COD titles has been map design. The maps have been shit. A lot of people just want to go back to 3-lane map, which is fine. But unfortunately, I think we're past that. But one thing they have said is that the maps had too much clutter, they had too many random sightlines, and too many awkward engagement. Infinity Ward said they've specifically worked on improving visibility and reducing unnecessary clutter throughout multiplayer maps. The maps we've seen so far already look cleaner than what we've had recently. But then we can talk about Kill Block. Kill Block is a map that is comprised of 3 sections that intertwine with one another. It's a dynamic stadium-style map that can actually change its layout. According to Infinity Ward, the map can rotate and alter different sections, creating hundreds of different possible variations. That means that you're not going to be able to just simply memorize every angle after a few weeks or a few sessions. Every match could play slightly different. Whether that actually works in practice, it remains to be seen, but it definitely is one of the more creative multiplayer ideas we've seen from Call of Duty in recent years. They're also introducing some new modes. Alongside the classic Call of Duty modes like TDM, Domination, Search and Destroy, Hardpoint, Modern Warfare 4 is introducing new modes. One that stands out is called Inflation. Players collect cash dropped by eliminated enemies and become increasingly valuable targets the more money they hold. Eventually, you'll become the bounty for the entire lobby, like atoms in the 7K group chat. There's also Gunfight 10v10, which sounds completely chaotic, randomized loadouts, fast gameplay, large teams, and it takes place on Kill Block. This could be one of those modes that's either really good or awful, and there will be no in between. So we'll have to wait to find out. Movement changes have become one of the biggest talking points in COD in the last few years. Infinity Ward appears to be building on the movement system introduced recently, whilst also trying to keep things grounded. Reports mentioned refined sliding, improved mantling, ledge crawling, dynamic leaning, and overall smoother traversal. The important thing is that Infinity Ward isn't trying to turn Modern Warfare 4 into a futuristic movement shooter. They're trying to improve mobility without completely changing the identity of Modern Warfare. And honestly, that's probably the sweet spot for a lot of players, myself included, so I am definitely looking forward to it. Weapon progression and customization is also getting a refresh. A simplified gunsmith system is returning alongside new weapon upgrades and customization options. There's also going to be the special Apex attachments, and once a weapon reaches max level, these offer unique gameplay benefits and gives the player another reason to grind the weapon. Just like I said in the last video, can you imagine some akimbo pistols with shotgun attachments? It's going to be crazy and also probably infuriating, but we'll have to wait to see what happens with that. If Infinity Ward can avoid making the attachment system overly complicated, this could be one of the better progression systems we've seen recently. I'd like to refer back to when we had to do the sliders to say how we specifically wanted something. That was infuriating. Just give us the attachment on the gun, let it do its thing, and let's see what happens. Let's talk about the thing that I specifically care for, and I feel like a lot of people that watch my videos will probably care for, and that's going to be the snipers. Because let's be honest, a Call of Duty multiplayer can have great maps and great movements, but if the snipers are awful, then I'm just not going to want to play it, and I don't think a lot of people will want to play it. That's been one of the main struggles in recent years, is the snipers have been dog shit. So far, Infinity Ward hasn't really gone into a deep dive on the snipers, but what we've seen is actually encouraging. The new gameplay system appears to be focused on heavily precision and consistency, with developers aiming to make shots feel more predictable and rewarding. For snipers, that's potentially huge. A lot of players have complained in recent years that gunfights can feel inconsistent, especially when it comes down to accuracy and hit reg. Infinity Ward is clearly trying to build a more reliable shooting experience this time around. As for the actual sniper rifles, we've already seen glimpses of a returning heavy rifle caliber, and as you can see by this interaction on Twitter between Scope and Call of Duty CM, it looks like this sniper specifically is just one of the big boys with deeper bullet penetration. So when it comes to ADS speed, unfortunately we don't know much at this time. Slide cancelling also appears to be returning in a more balanced form, movement transitions are faster, and mantling appears significantly more fluid. Combination of smoother movement, cleaner maps could create a really nice middle ground for our snipers. Not quite the hyper fast style of Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7, definitely faster than what players remember from Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 19, Modern Warfare 3. The biggest question right now is ADS speed going to be good? If Infinity Ward keeps sniper rifle feeling responsive and avoids the painfully slow handling we've seen in previous titles, Modern Warfare 4 could end up being one of the better sniping games we've had in years. But until we get full weapon stats, hands-on access, it's still a big unknown. One thing I feel like isn't getting enough attention is the audio. Infinity Ward is using new audio technology to dramatically improve environmental sound. That means more realistic footsteps, better directional audio, improved sound reflections, and a much more immersive multiplayer experience overall. As you can see by this video here, there is a lot of work that's going into this. If you've ever lost a gunfight because audio wasn't working properly in Call of Duty, this is a really good sign. The idea that I can go into a room and I'll be able to tell exactly what direction that person is in, cleaner than I've ever been able to before, is very promising and very exciting. One of the biggest things that everybody's waiting for is actually more gameplay. Right now, we've only had limited reveals and very controlled previews, but the next big moment for Modern Warfare 4 multiplayer is expected to come around the official DMZ reveal, which is tomorrow. That's where we should finally see extended gameplay footage, a deeper breakdown of mechanics, and hopefully a proper look at how multiplayer actually feels in real matches. If that showcase delivers, it can answer a lot of questions we still have about the movement, sniping, and overall pacing. So until then, everything we're seeing is still early, but the next reveal is going to be a big one. Now here's where the community is split. Infinity Ward has promised a more realistic and grounded visual style, including multiplayer cosmetics. But Call of Duty fans have heard that promise before. I'm talking to you, Nicki Minaj. Almost every recent COD starts grounded but eventually introduces crossover skins, wild operator bundles, and increasingly ridiculous cosmetics. But the real question isn't whether Modern Warfare 4 launches grounded, it's whether it stays grounded 6 months later. Overall, Modern Warfare 4 is looking surprisingly promising, and I'm really hoping I'm right. The multiplayer reveal feels like Infinity Ward has actually listened to some of the biggest complaints from the community, this being cleaner maps, grounded gunplay, improved audio, fresh multiplayer modes, more consistent gunplay, a more promising sniping environment, and hopefully more gameplay coming very soon with the DMZ reveal. Of course, we've all been burned before when it comes to Call of Duty launches, so for now, cautious optimism is probably the best approach, especially the fact that BO6 and BO7 we were able to get on Game Pass. Now we're not. It's taken from Game Pass. They've got to have all their ducks in a line for people to actually spend the money out their wallet this time. So it's got to be promising. Modern Warfare 4 could be one of the strongest multiplayer CODs we've had in years. But what do you guys think? Is Modern Warfare 4 looking to return to form? Or are you waiting until launch before getting excited? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more Call of Duty content, and I'll catch you in the next one.